In today's Candid Conversation, Maryland law enforcement leaders discuss the journey of rebuilding faith in the profession. The loss of faith in police is a complex issue with multiple contributing factors, from a lack of accountability to the perception of unfair and discriminatory practices. Trust in police agencies around the country has eroded over time. Welcome, everyone, to this discussion. Chief Awad, looking at the loss of faith in law enforcement, how would you go about rebuilding that for the citizens of Anne Arundel County?
Well, what we've done in Anne Arundel County is, as most jurisdictions have, not only adopted the tenets of 21st century policing, but fulfilling that first pillar, building trust and legitimacy within our organization. Since 1994, our department has been accredited through CALEA, the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies. So we meet over 600 benchmarks of professional standards just to ensure and show the community, here's your professional organization, and these are the standards that we adhere to. Okay. And just ensuring that not just our patrol officers, but there's an entire bureau dedicated to getting out into the community and hearing folks' concerns, and again, working through issues, be it something in the neighborhood or something in their personal life or an issue they may have with police. And then we follow up with conducting a community survey just to hear what the community is concerned about within Anne Arundel County. And we did receive a favorable outcome with that survey, so we were pleased with that. But we understand the importance of connecting our community members and also working to resolve whatever issues or concerns that they may have within our profession and within the community.
Help our audience understand about the transparency that something happens here in Anne Arundel County involving law enforcement. How transparent, or how do you propose transparency so that they understand you're not hiding anything and things are as they look?
Typically, if we have a critical incident, we are communicating on all of our social media platforms. I'm in communication with some of our community leaders, as are all of my district commanders, whether it be elected officials. We understand that communication is key to fostering not just the relationship, but ensuring that folks believe in us and understand that, you know, it is our desire to be transparent and share whatever information with them that we can within the law. You've also seen police accountability boards stood up to ensure accountability within all of our organizations in the state of Maryland, and that has worked in the affirmative and positively for us so far.
Okay, thank you. Chief McCullough, thinking on a national level, what would you say to national leaders about rebuilding faith?
Well, first of all, we have to be realistic and know that it takes time. It does take time. But once again, I use the word consistent. We have to be consistent in our actions. We have to be consistent in our messaging. We have to be consistent in everything that we do across our agencies. Chief Awad talked about building trust with the community. It's being intentional in our actions. In Baltimore County, we have police community relation councils. We have community policing. In all of our precincts, we have a youth community resources bureau. So at every level in the organization, our message is about building that trust with our community. It's addressing our policies and doing all those things that we need to do so that over time that we're making sure that we're doing those things that our community and our residents expect of us as a law enforcement agency, that we're consistent in our actions, we're consistent in our policy, and we're consistent in our messaging.
Okay. Is there a way that you can measure that it's working from the community's perspective?
I think the best feedback is the feedback from the community itself, from our residents. It's the messages that we get back to them. From them, their actions, the communication that they give us about our performance. Okay. Every day I get compliments about my officers. I get more compliments than I get complaints. And that makes me feel good as a leader.
It's good to hear that, because usually we don't hear that in the news, that you're getting the compliments.
Well, you never hear the good stuff.
Isn't that something? Colonel Butler, what would you tell your team about keeping the faith in the face of public distrust?
We've all chosen this career path for a reason. You have to believe in the mission, and the mission is not about the individual, it's about the people you serve. We're out there to make things better for people. That starts with community engagement, as you heard. You know, the first time you answer a call for service shouldn't be the first time you've been in that community. We encourage the barrack commanders to get out and be ambassadors. They should be out there at the forefront of communication. And if it works out, they start to take along the younger troopers so the troopers understand that their mission goes beyond a traffic stop. It goes beyond a call for service. Their mission is much greater. Their duty is much greater. Knowing you have a duty to do the right things for the right reasons and making sure you connect with the people. This is not a profession where you can talk at a person. You have to talk to a person.
Okay, and does the state police currently have faith-based partnerships that they're building on?
We have faith-based partnerships spread all across the state.
Okay.
One of the things about the state, it's a vast area, and every barrack's a little bit different. So each barrack commander, each troop commander, each major is charged with understanding the dynamics of the communities that they serve. And that means getting out, getting feedback, finding out what they can do better, what we might need to do differently. What programs can we become a part of? Some areas have stronger youth sports programs that we can become a part of. Some are stronger in the cadet area. Something as simple as getting out to a school and reading a book to a child, it's a game changer. People start to look at you a lot different. They start to understand that the only difference between you and them is the uniform you wear.
Great point. On that, we want to thank you for tuning into this conversation among our law enforcement leaders.